So you got here for 11 then?
A little, like 11:20.
Mm.
Luckily, but he's cool. He would have let me in anyway. But I've just been talking to him the whole time while I've been waiting for you, and he's been giving me point. He showed me that website. Have you heard of that website?
No, I haven't.
It's called Samplet.
I'm gonna write it down afterwards.
Yeah. I told him as soon as I get my stuff set up again, I'm gonna start using that website. You put in filters for what you want. So there, all I put was Latin. So it was showing me like Brazilian stuff and stuff. But like, you just hit shuffle, and it'll pull up songs that would work well for sampling, and that's how he finds all his samples.
You can do that with baladas.
What's that?
Like slow Spanish music, old music.
Oh, ballads. But the thing is, finding those, that's what's tough. Unless you know them already.
Certain artists, yeah.
Yeah. What are artists that you go back to like get inspired? Because I can name like producers and stuff that I think of whenever I want to make a beat.
I think I look more at voices that impact me in a way to elevate my own. So one would be Vicente Fernandez.
Yeah.
Just because he has such like deep and high tones. Yes, I'm a woman, but like I just admire that.
Yeah.
And it also helps me push my voice when I sing to him.
When you sing?
To like his music.
Oh, to his music.
Another one would for sure be Amy Winehouse. Yeah. Just because I feel like it's similar a little bit with the soulful.
I didn't notice it until you played it.
Yeah.
And there was one thing she did with her voice. And that's what I was like, oh yeah, that's you do that.
No, that's the cool thing too, because like the more I sing to different artists, I end up adapting to that type of tone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When it comes to that, I feel almost like a chameleon.
So you're not trying to sound like anybody. You're still trying to find your sound.
Mm-hmm.
But you're taking pieces of other artists that you like and putting it into your sound. I do that with beats too. But that's different because that's more so with drum kits and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like I like, Arab. I think I brought him up to you before.
Mm-hmm.
Him, like his drum kits are some of my favorite ones to use. And that's because it's all sounds that he uses often, and because I like the way his beats sound, naturally I want to use them in mine. But I try to find a balance of where I don't want to sound like I'm copying his style. I mean, his style is already his own. It's really unique, but his drum kits are nice just to have that little bit of like his flavor to it too. But what about writing? Because I know you prefer freestyling.
Yeah, it's honestly really hard for me to write.
Yeah?
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I can't. Poetry is different because it's just your emotions. But like a song for me, to make it long and it all flow nicely, I just find it a lot easier to just sing on a beat.
Have you ever tried singing your poetry?
I haven't actually.
Maybe that's the key.
I should try that. That might be really nice.
When you write poetry, do you try to make it rhyme, or is it more so just like a feeling?
A veces.
Yeah.
I think it depends the topic that I want to like express.
Right.
But if it's like a topic of love or say like motherhood, I want it to kind of be more structured because it's important to me.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. What's the last thing you wrote?
I think it was about being a mom.
Yeah.
And how I wanted to redefine myself, not just being a mother, but also as me. I actually was going to ask you the other day to start reading the pages that I started writing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How many do you have now?
32.
Wow.
I still got like another 100 and something.
But how do you know that? How do you know?
I feel like it needs to be at least 140 pages.
And you feel like that's gonna come, eh?
Yeah.
You got that much more in your head you want to get out?
Yeah, and like writings that I have in notebooks and stuff that I want to incorporate from years ago, because I've been writing since I was like 17, 18.
Mm-hmm.
I just write, but I don't like reading it.
But you were saying the book is related to the poems you've written, right?
Mm-hmm.
So are you writing in between putting the poems in there as well? Like, are you writing a bit and then there's a poem that kind of follows that, and then you're writing more and then another one follows that? Is that kind of the structure?
For right now, they're like new poems that I've written, or just like written just right there as I'm going with the book. But the other ones that I want to add in, those ones are like more specific in subject. I want to write as much as I could, and then format it in a way where it's like it flows with topics.
Right. So is it like a poem and then you getting deeper on what made you write it?
No, more like a poem on something, and then the next one could be like my feelings. Just like, say if I wrote a poem about grief, then the next one will be like kind of what made me feel that way, if that makes sense.
Right.
It's like the intro before the poem, if that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was getting at.
Yeah.
They both kind of relate. And then the next one, same thing. The next portion of the book you write would then match with what's... That's cool.
Yeah, because I didn't want to make it boring and just have the whole novel about the same thing. Like, there's going to be like really happy ones, like ones of like good memories, but then also like downfalls and depression and anxiety. Just me in the novel, basically.
Yeah.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah. That's got to be like a hardcover thing.
So based off what I've looked into, it's like certain companies, they do the hardcover printouts for you, but I'm thinking if I could do it myself, I'll save.
Right.
And also it'll be more customized.
Right. And you don't plan on doing anything audiobook style?
Yeah, actually that would be a good idea.
It'd be a lot easier.
Yeah.
It'd be a little more time consuming in the beginning because you'd have to pretty much turn everything that you wrote into audio. But in the long term, it's a lot easier, right? You don't have to worry about printing books out, getting them in stores and stuff like that, right? You just put it out on a platform.
Yeah.
Promote it that way.
And it might also intrigue people more.
Yeah, for
because
sure.
they'll feel and hear my tone with the way I read it.
Yeah. I think it would add even more depth to it, even more connection to it. Because it's already very, very...
intimate.
Yes, that's the word. Intimate. So it's like to add your voice to it too.
It's crazy too, because I've been wanting to write this for like 6 years.
Yeah.
I can love doing something, but I'll procrastinate the shit out of it. Just because of what's going on in life.
Right.
But it's like I don't want to do that with this book, because I'm seeing it also like, who else can I help through my experiences? And maybe at the timing that I release it, that'll be perfect timing for somebody who needed to read something. Like, so like if I can do that for other people, that's the main reason too. Because me being vulnerable like that, I don't want to be honest. For me, I rather like, I like just keeping myself cooped up, but I feel like that'll push me out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
And like I said, if I can help another person through my pain or happiness or journey, like that will be so much more rewarding to me than what I can get through money.
Right.
Which obviously that's a plus, but it's not everything for me when it comes to that.
But also imagine if everyone who was feeling like that did that. They just held it in, internalized it, right? No one would ever do something like what you're doing.
Yeah.
Is there a book that you read that made you want to do what you're doing now?
Janae Aiko has a poetry book. I think it's called Two Fish.
Okay.
And that came out maybe 10, 12 years ago. That book was like, it just inspired me, because even some pages, like, I don't know if you read the Tupac poetry book.
Yes.
But he actually, like, there's pages where he actually wrote it.
Yeah.
I love that, because it's like...
my favorite part of that book, yeah.
Yeah, it's so unique, and Janae Aiko does that too.
Oh, really? So she does poetry as well?
Yeah.
Like, obviously she does music, but...
Yeah.
She does like traditional poetry. Wow.
Well, there's some pages that they're very, like... She just put words down.
Okay.
Like, word period. So it's like not necessarily poetry, but it's just an expression. And that's why I love poems, because it doesn't, like, in school they teach you it has to be like this.
Yeah,
and
structure.
It has to have, but real poets, like, they don't look at that. It's just like whatever you have in your head and your heart, like, you put it on paper and like that's it.
Yeah, exactly. Self-expression, it should be different.
Yeah. The most successful people I find are the ones that find uniqueness in what they do.
Right.
And they're not copy and paste of everything else that's out there.
Right. Those are the most memorable
Yeah.
pieces of anything, right?
Like, not everybody will love it, but
not
the
everybody's
ones
supposed to love it.
Exactly.
try to translate that into the music, right?
Yeah.
Because you're really good with the freestyle. You're really good
Thank
with that,
you.
which I've never seen before.
No?
No, I'm not used to that. Freestyle
Interesting.
hip hop's different, right? You're used to
Yeah.
seeing people play a beat and start rapping, but singing, I don't know. I don't see that.
And you find that when I sing like that, like the song makes sense.
You tend to stay on the same topic, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. Do you feel like it's harder to turn it into a song? Like what you're saying, you can put one word down, period, and then
Yeah.
and it's poetry. That's what it is. But with music has a structure.
It should.
It does though. If well, I mean, not to say you have to make music a certain way, but people expect to hear it in a certain structure, right?
Like there has to be a beginning, a chorus, and then like
That's just how we're used to consuming music sonically, right? Have you ever done one to completion and like put it out there just freestyle? Or do you go back and chop it up and then try to turn it into a song?
I think there was one song. I deleted it from my YouTube, but it was a reggaeton song.
Okay.
And that one I actually recorded just one shot. The only thing that I had to redo was the chorus part. So I just had to re-record it and then add it to that part. But aside from that, I haven't really done a full song.
Has it been a while since you recorded music?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the last time we recorded the song that
That's
I
the
did
last
with
time?
Marcus, yeah.
Oh, right.
I actually sent that to, you know who Sonder is?
No, what was that?
So R&B artist from Toronto. He works with Brent Fias.
Okay.
You might know who I'm talking about if I show you the songs, but I reached out to him because he follows me on Instagram, so I sent him the song to see how he like felt about it.
Yeah.
He's like, I honestly think you should just release it, just
Oh,
like
wow.
that. Like it sounds really good, and raw is always better. Cause he's been doing music for years, so I was like thinking maybe pick his brain and see if
Yeah.
tweak it or anything. But he straight up told me no, just release it. It's really good. Yeah, so I was like,
That's pretty cool.
yeah,
And you still have it?
yes, and I still haven't released it. I feel like I should though, cause it is a very like close to heart song.
Yeah.
And his part, Marcus's part,
That's
just
the best
melts
part.
my heart. Yeah. It's so cute. And he had just turned 1 when we did that.
That's what I like about music. They're all little timestamps.
Hmm.
Just brings you back to like a moment and a feeling.
But that's the thing though with poetry. That's why from years back, I have so many notebooks of stuff that I've written that the book's closed. I don't reopen it. But in doing this novel, it's going to make me go back to those notebooks because I know I have some good shit.
It's nice to see that, but it's got to be hard to.
Yes, that's exactly why I don't reopen some things when after I write it. Because it's like, okay, me estoy desahogando, I'm getting it out, but
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah.
Shut book, just move on. But I feel like this will also force me to look back at the situations that also helped me grow.
Right.
And even though they're hard to reread that I went through that, it's like, okay, I'm past that.
Right.
So it's kind of like a healing part too,
Yeah.
but not easy.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of cool because you'll be able to reflect on how far you've come. You'll be able to see how you were feeling in that moment and how you can feel about it now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which you're probably already feeling just writing that book.
Yeah, it's hard. That's why too I feel like I have writer's block because I wrote a lot within like 2 nights. And then after that, like I tried and I was just like, I just can't. It's weird.
How many of the notebooks, the past notebooks that you have, how far into those are you?
Honestly, I've only opened one, and it's not even one of my old ones. And one notebook, I opened one page and I was just like, I don't want this. Like I threw it out.
Oh.
So, and I know there was good stuff in there, but
Wow.
I just, certain parts of my life, I rather just like put it aside and not have to reopen what I felt because it was just too heavy.
Right.
And I just don't want to deal with it.
Where are they now?
The garbage.
You threw out your garbage already?
2 of them, yes. The rest,
They're
I need
gone,
to find
gone?
them.
Like you
yeah,
threw them
yeah,
down?
they're gone.
Oh no, you should have kept them.
Yeah.
Only reason I say that is because who knows, maybe a couple years down the line, you have the strength to do it. And that could have been, that follow-up book maybe,
That's true. But I also feel like certain things I don't want people knowing.
Right.
Like I don't.
Well, they don't necessarily have to know everything that's in the book.
Yes.
But you can definitely create something new from the feelings that come from that book.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I can just imagine, like, how many notebooks did you say you have?
I think in total, probably like 16.
16. Mm-hmm. And you said you've written how many pages?
32.
32 pages from one notebook have you read through so far?
No, those were all poems that I like made writing. Yeah, there was only one that I copied.
So those
from
32 pages aren't content that came from those books. That's all fresh material. And then you have what's in that one book that you've been looking at. So imagine what can come of the other 15 notebooks.
I know. But that's what I mean. Like, as much as I want to finish this, I'm procrastinating because of time. Of course, I'm very busy with Bebecito, but
right.
Also, I'm not ready.
You're not ready for what?
I'm not ready to read certain things or to write about certain things. Like my mom and dad, like I know grief is one thing I'm going to touch base on, but it's a very hard subject. Like I don't like talking about it, but I know I should because that's also going to help me like release what I'm holding in. And a lot of people will probably relate.
Right.
And so altering to your mind and how you see things.
Right.
And that's where I feel like I am going to help people to feel like, okay, I'm not the only one.
Right.
Because you got your stronger days and you got like really dark days. And even as a mom, like mothers will agree too that like as much as we feel heavy things, like we really can't feel them. Mm-hmm. But with grief, it's like you can't ignore it.
Right.
So it's hard.
The idea that you're trying to write it for everybody to relate. So like the idea that you're gonna have these books for your son to read later as well, because there's gonna be things in there that when he's older he might be able to take away certain things that are gonna help him too. There's a lot of people that will never see that side of their parents. I know for a fact I'm never gonna see that side from my dad, for example. He's just a very reserved person, right? That's the way his father was. And
it's crazy how that's passed on generations.
Yes.
And being a Latino man too. It's like it's embedded in you to just like keep your feelings and your memories and everything in a little ball and just
Yep. But with that being said, I'd like to know more about him, but he's just not an open book like that. And I'm sure he would want to know more about his father too. So the fact that you're taking the time to take those feelings and document them, as much as it's going to be cool to have other people give you their response to it, it's going to be really different when he's old enough to give you his response to it. And I feel like that's when you're going to be happiest about what you wrote, which is why I don't think you should be scared to write the things right now. I think later you're going to be like, you know what? I'm happy I chose to fight through those feelings and do that, you know? Yeah. What do you think is going to be the hardest thing to write about?
There's one event that I'm not sure if I want to incorporate it, but I also feel like I need to because it happened right before I got pregnant. Okay. And I see it as the enemy tried to take me out and God gave me life. And I say that because I don't know if you remember, but when I got like attacked, like when that lady tried stealing my car and then she like a whole bunch of shit happened, that's still with me. I don't talk about it much, but it's something that I'm a lot more paranoid because of it. Certain people I didn't want to associate with because it reminded me of the person who did that to me. But yeah, like it got really, like it really fucked with me. And even sometimes like randomly I'll think about the things that she told me or like feelings that I felt that day. And it's like, it's fucked up because it's very dark. And that's where I'm like, I gotta brush it off because it's like, no, now I have my kid. Like I can't feel this. I can't let the enemy, the devil, whatever the fuck that was, it was just bad spirit in this person, like contaminate me. So I think that if I do incorporate that at one point, I might not talk about exactly how it happened, but I will mention like things happen very rapidly, and you have to be that much more aware in the world that we're living in, because it's like people want to take you out just because the little spirit whispers in their ear, do this to this person.
Right.
And half the time they don't even know why the fuck they're doing that. So I see that as a turning point in my life, mainly because, like I said, like I almost died that day. And literally the next month I got pregnant. So it was just like God gave me my life more meaning and gave me a little gift of him, you know? So it's bittersweet.
Yeah.
But it also worries me sometimes because I feel like that anger that came from that event, I still carry it sometimes. So that's what I'm trying to kind of feel it, acknowledge it, and release it. Because I don't want that to be something generationally that Marcus has to deal with. Because I know if the parents don't handle your emotions or your traumas or your inner child doesn't get catered to, your child deals with that.
Right.
And I saw that with my mom. Like there were things that she went through, and it's like after she went, I had to deal with it because I was the next one in the generational lineage that had to break that. So that's another thing I want to mention too, like generational curses. And it's not to say it's like takes over your life, but they do exist, and you can't pretend it doesn't exist, because if not, it'll show up in different parts of your life until you like grab it and you say fuck off.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, that's just, it comes with self-awareness.
Yeah.
You have to see it in yourself before you can change it. Exactly. I noticed that too with my boy. I would notice moments where he would do something and I would react, and I'm like, oh, I feel like my dad reacting to me right now. Sometimes it was something where I was like, I understand why he did it, but then there was moments where I'd be like, I don't like this reaction. I understand now why he may have reacted that way, because sometimes things will come out and you don't realize what you did until you did it, and then you correct it, but you start to understand your parents more and go, okay, I understand why you did it.
Yeah. But exactly like you said, that comes with acknowledgement, and
Yes.
not a lot of people live like that.
No.
A lot of people are just like, I'm good, I'm great, I'm happy, nothing's wrong with me. And it's like, realistically, no one's perfect. No one has like 100% every day, 24 hours a day, good, happy, and acting the way that they want to act, because we're human. We get triggered, we get angry, we get super excited. Like, I just feel like if more people took the time, especially before having kids, to look within, that would save a lot of kids from trauma that aren't theirs.
You know what, though? Sometimes that's what it takes for you to do that, though.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
It's very true, yeah.
Because that's how I feel about myself. Before I had my boy, I never thought about.
But that's what I mean.
How I reacted to things, or because it's different. Now you're trying to raise a little person to be the best version of themselves, and now you have to be considerate of what you're doing and what you're saying, because it's an imprint of you. They are going to be influenced by everything you do, everything you say. You're their heroes up until a certain point. If you're doing something wrong, they're gonna want to copy that, right? Because in their eyes, that's right. That's what I'm supposed to do. So I feel like that's when most people who have kids will realize it, and that's when the self-reflection comes in. Are you gonna have a part in the book for him?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Have you written that part yet?
No. There's some poems that I've written about him, but not that they're not good, but I can write better.
I know, just because I know you, that there's gonna be a part in there. You're gonna have a strong message for him, and it's something that we see eye to eye on a lot of stuff. So I feel like the message you leave for him is gonna trigger an emotion for me, because it's something that I'd want to say to my son too.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to read that.
The goal is gonna be 12/12, December 12th, and it's the day that Vicente Fernandez died.
Is it? Oh wow.
Yeah.
12/12 then.
It's the beginning of my journey. And then the next book will just be my next chapter of being a mother and finding me through motherhood. So I'm excited.